years old. What's up, everybody? Just chilling here. Let's just listen to some music. Actually, I'm gonna listen to some tips and tricks about State of Decay 2. Oh, crap, an ad.
I'm a blind monk. 1 slash, I'm farming some gold. 2 slash,
Okay, here we go, guys. You can listen
for
in.
some advanced tips
I
and
hope you'll
tricks
see it.
in State of Decay 2. Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the ones I've picked up along the way. Since I started playing State of Decay 2, I have gotten a whole lot better along the way. But not only that, since I've been making the videos on it, you, the viewers, have been instrumental in the comment section, giving me all kinds of tips and tricks. And so I want to share some of the best and most useful ones with you today. And by the end of this video, you'll be that much further along. Setting your survivors up for success, ultimately set you up for success. To do so, I highly recommend a good loadout, starting with the weapon. Give them an AR. Each and every one of your survivors should have an automatic rifle, with a silencer, I might add. In doing so, when they defend your base or attack any zombies, they will not use any of your precious ammo. I'd also highly recommend blunt weapons over bladed weapons. Take the bats, for instance. They are a great method of crowd control. If you have a swarm of zombies, you have a horde diving down on top of your base. If your survivors have a bat in hand, they will be hitting multiple bombs at once, causing more damage per swing, per tick of stamina. Bladed weapons are great. They have their place. They're a lot of fun to use. You can dismember zombies. And coupled with an ability much like Leg Sweep, it can be very effective in crowd control. But then you're relying mainly on your stamina to perform these moves, and it can be very, very draining, very, very fast, as they are a one-swing, a one-hit weapon. Troublemakers with bad morale can bring the whole team down. You may want to consider early on dealing with them. You can exile or euthanize if you wish. In doing so, it will keep your morale up and give you a whole lot more benefits base-wise. Increased standings. I felt I needed to mention this one, and it is often overlooked, and the gains are quite significant. Increase your standings with your followers. You want to get them from recruit to citizen and get those gains on the influence. It is quite substantial, and as you gain followers, it's just another way to up your influence pool. Simply spend 5 to 10 minutes killing some zombies, as the more you kill, the more influence you gain. Or go jump in a vehicle and wipe a few out on the road. It doesn't take long, and it is something that you should absolutely employ. Saving resources. When you see your base is going to come under siege, let's face it, it's not a tough fight in most cases. But if you don't make it back, it will cost you 3 of your precious ammo. So if you get back there and you help defeat them, you will then save those 3 ammo. Essentially, that's 3 earned. Store resources. No point in letting those resources go to waste before handing in those rucksacks if you're close to full. Keep them in the back of a spare vehicle when you're not going to drive around too much. I also recommend using that vehicle to block entry points. Followers. Followers are a key tool to your resource grind, so make use of them. As you can see here, I have a follower with me in the field, and I'm able to switch between them to make use of their inventory, whether it be from picking up extra rucksacks or whatever, parts, plate cures. It doesn't matter. Use them as an extension of your inventories. Plus, they'll watch your back and give you more time to resource grind and help you in a big fight. Legacy cards. You may want to consider doing some speed runs, if you will, to complete some playthroughs with each individual leader. By doing so, you will unlock legacy cards. On this particular playthrough, I unlocked the Builder legacy card, which is absolutely amazing as it provides base-wide power and water at any base with no fuel cost or threat. It's absolutely amazing. Each leader has their own legacy card, and I highly suggest that you take the time to find out which ones suit your play style and which you want to obtain. Bonus tips. Although I do have a few other tips I'd like to share in future videos, a couple I want to touch base on. Farm play cards. We've talked about this before as being a great form of influence, and whether you just want to run in and kill them, get that initial oomph of influence, or you want to push the phases, farm all of the plague zombies and their samples. And by doing so, you collect those samples and make batch cures. It is by far the fastest way to make influence, but it is not infinite. When the plague cards are gone, so too is that opportunity. However, once you've taken down all the plague cards, juggernauts and ferals will spawn a whole lot more frequently. And that is another form of earning influence. It's a bit of a trade-off, but it sure makes it a whole lot more fun in the open world running across those bad boys. Leaders. Now, if you're going to do a speed run simply to get the legacy cards, this doesn't apply. However, if you were going to do, say, a 100-day survival personal challenge, you want to play for some longevity, then I recommend taking the trader as your leader. Now, I could do a separate video on this if it's something you'd like to see. Let me know in the comment section below. But it is possible in State of Decay to have your base mostly self-sustainable. Now, of course, there is interactions that need to be done, but this is largely done, on my end at least, through the trader leader. With the trader leader, you can call in wandering traders, as you can see I've just done right here, and I've bought out all their wandering traders leader. With the trader leader, you can call in wandering traders, as you can see I've just done right here, and I've bought out all their rucksacks of materials. So depending on how you set your base up, you might be in the brewery crafting spirit, the whiskey and the beer, high trade value items you pick up in the world, extraordinary trade items you can trade for influence. By generating your own influence and using the trader as your leader, building a trading depot in a large slot, you can call them in. And this is one way that you can create self-sustainability. That is right. I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy day for coming and joining me here. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've maybe found it useful. If you have, do me a favor and smash that like button. Do it with two hands if you gotta. And don't forget, if you're new here, to hit that subscribe, tag the little bell beside it to get more tips and tricks.
Well, there we go, boys.
Guys, do me a favor and join up on the Discord. Hit all the links and do the stuff and the things with the button mushy. You know what to do, guys. Yeah, all right.
Okay, there we go,
I'll
there,
see you all
boys.
next.
I think we're going to end the stream there, and have a nice day. Peace.